right, let's get it. 3, 2, 1. You open yours too early. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. This is episode 10.
Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Huge. Good job to all of us for staying consistent for this long.
Yeah, wow.
So super proud of all of us. You got Jade, Jordan, and Cole here. Squad rolling
I don't
out.
think my mic was on. Is my mic on now? Yeah. All right.
You don't think our
Is mine on?
producer checked that before we
No,
started?
I just looked down and the
Don't worry.
switch was flipped. It's all good. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That was on purpose.
Sweet. So
All
recap
attention
the
on me.
weekend. Let's talk about the weekend. It was Father's Day. So
It was.
I got out on the boat, got down to the beach. What did you do?
You're so lucky you have the boat.
Yeah.
I'm so jealous of
I'm
that.
jealous too.
Yeah, but have you ever been on a boat with a fisherman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fun.
It's every time I go on a
You get cussed
boat.
out, you
Yeah.
just bring that, grab the neck, get out of the way, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's the best.
Nah, well, yeah, I have a
Did
good
you
time
go
with it.
fishing?
Yeah. Up by the
Like-
rocks and you're rocking 4 feet waves, like
Like in the
getting
bay?
sick a
In the
little-
bay though?
No,
were-
like a
were
little
you
bit
on
out
the
past
ocean?
Ocean Wall. Like, you know where the
Ah,
Seven
shit.
Sisters are? Call them the Haystacks, call them whatever you want.
Mm-mm.
Out
Did you
sheephead
catch
fishing.
anything?
Oh, sheephead.
Sheephead, yeah. Dad's been catching them out there at the
Okay.
right tide, pulling them in. We've had them for dinner on Thursday. But
Oh,
no, we
like
didn't.
you're
We
catching
didn't catch
them.
anything. We didn't, but Dad fishes all the time, so he was catching them.
Got it.
Not yesterday though. Not on Father's Day.
And that was his Father's Day gift, going out fishing?
Taking me out fishing, yes.
Nice.
Hey Dad, fill the boat, pick me up, take me out. Let's go have a day.
Happy Father's
Happy
Day.
Father's Day. Yeah, no, we actually got my dad an Apple Watch.
Does he like it?
Yes.
I know you're talking about that.
He calls the circles his loops.
His
He's like,
loops.
how do I close my loops? He's like, I got 2. What's the green? I got 2 on here. Like, you got 2 minutes exercise. And you got to bump that up.
I
But he
love
loves it
that.
because he rides his bike and stuff like that. And like the Lewis Rehoboth bike trails,
Good for him.
he rides on them. So he's
Good.
been having a good time.
Does he have an iPhone too?
Yeah, he's iPhone.
Yeah. When I first got my Apple Watch, I thought I was going to use it like a lot for texting. Never touched it. I never
I wear mine to
used
the
it.
gym and I take it off like when I'm done.
Yeah.
And that's
I wear
it.
mine everywhere but the gym.
You wear that. What's that watch?
This is a Whoop. So like
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
it's
track
just
your,
so much.
track your recovery.
Yeah, pretty much. But like, it does my sleep, my workouts, just more intense than like an Apple Watch. And Apple Watches aren't very accurate.
What was your recovery today?
Ooh, I was pretty low.
What does that mean, recovery?
It like
So
tracks
it's
your
out
sleep.
of 100.
Oh.
It gets your like
I'm at a
REM
53.
53%?
Yeah.
That's rough.
But like, see, like it tells me like my respiratory rate is through the roof. It tells me like
You think
blood
that's more
oxygen.
accurate than an Apple Watch?
Oh, without a doubt. And I use it like
You shitting
I
on
had
Steve Jobs?
maybe.
Shit. Steve Jobs.
Don't come for me.
That's why we're taking a break from Karma. I need to lay off the caffeine a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need to stay away from the caffeine.
No, I love it.
No, I didn't make it to the beach this weekend, but we did have crabs at my dad's house for Father's Day.
What else did you do at your dad's for Father's Day?
I took a nap. Well, my dad says, he's like, if the only time you can get some rest during the day is at my house, I'd prefer you to come over here and
That's a
nap
good
rather
father.
than nap at home.
That's nice.
I'm like, I appreciate that. So we put
Did
on the
that.
U.S. Open. I had a little nap, woke
Yeah.
up, had some crabs,
Nice.
rolled out of there for a showing.
Yeah.
But coming off a rough week.
Yeah, I
Coming
bet.
off
I
a
bet.
rough week.
What did you guys do? You and Xavier for Jared, did you guys do anything?
So they went fishing at the country club, and
So
they
you
Fishing
can
at the
fish
country
at the
club?
country club?
yeah,
Where are the country clubs
In the
do you go
pool?
fishing?
yes,
Yeah,
Jade,
in the
In
pool.
the pond on
Yep.
the golf course or
yes. On the golf course, they have like
Chlorine fishing.
what? Don't tell my nephew about that. He'll get all those fish.
they do it all the time. They go fishing all the time and catch things. They just throw it back.
Just in the ponds?
Catch
Yeah.
and release, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, they'll catch some big fish too. and
Yeah.
They both love it. So they did that, and then we hung out at the pool for the rest of the day,
Nice.
and then we watched
you
golf
did-
last night.
And then you did a
Yeah.
showing for me.
I did.
Happy Father's Day. Thanks for doing
I
that for
did.
me. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Of course.
And all last week was the Italian festival, so I honestly didn't get to make it out there.
I know.
I chose the
I know.
beach.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Instead.
Unbelievably disappointed in Jade Ruff this week, or at least last week.
I couldn't. I don't even know. Beat your 8-day bender.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna
And
say
that's
compare. I couldn't even compare.
That's exactly what it was, and you know, I keep talking. I'm talking. I was with like the same people every day. We were with like the same group of
Doesn't
people.
matter. Still there.
Well,
I
it's
work with the
because
same people
there's
every
only
day.
there's only one group. There was really one group that consistently went up to the Italian festival every single day.
And Cole Cyber was part of it.
Shout out Joe Corbino and
Yeah.
Ben
Oh,
Dudart
gosh.
for
His
being part of that
Instagram
crowd.
popped off, so I'll give him a couple shout outs for that. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Corbino popped off.
Supporting his church.
Yeah,
and
at
his
the end of
school.
the day, that's what it is. It's
Yep.
for the church, you know, $7
Jesus.
surf sides. It's for the church. God was there with me.
That's not
and-
that expensive, I don't think.
No, it's normal. It's like
Their
normal.
drinks really aren't that expensive.
No.
Neither is the food. Like it's, I don't know. People say all the time, they're like, it's so expensive. I'm going to spend so much money.
How
I
much
don't
was a funnel cake? That's going to tell me if it was
So I
expensive.
didn't get
or
a
I
not.
didn't even
funnel
bother.
cake.
Didn't
I
even
didn't get
bother.
one.
Why? Because it was expensive?
Because the line was too long. The line was so long all week for a funnel cake.
We were
Okay.
there for 2 hours on Thursday, and I saw Cole once.
Yeah.
Once.
I made my rounds.
That's how I am. I'm a
I
little
like
busy
walking
bee.
around.
I'll invite all my friends. I'm like, come on, let's go. We're going to this event. And then,
Never
phew, I'm going.
Yeah.
Go on.
That's how it was for Constant
Yeah.
Cons.
And then you'll find me again and be back around. You're like, who you talking to? I don't know. I just met him. Or, I saw him somewhere.
But yeah, it was a bender for
Mm-hmm.
sure. We were up there every day. I do feel fully recovered, which is nice. But
Congrats.
yeah, ripped
Congrats on that, bro.
Thank you. I was in rough shape like Tuesday to Thursday last week. I had an
Ooh,
okay day
Friday.
Friday.
Friday, when we were sitting here when it was pitch black outside, like 10
we
o'clock
didn't
in the
do
morning.
Anything Friday.
The three,
I'm glad I went to the beach.
My
we
God.
literally sat around and didn't do anything.
Like Jordan was on the couch all day. Connor was at his desk all day, just like hat over his face, like on his
we were
phone.
not
I got my
doing
feet up on my
anything.
desk. I came back here. I put my feet up on this chair. I was taking a little nap back
When
here.
you feel like that, why does no one leave the office?
Well, it was really dark. in
pouring.
here.
We were-
And it was
we were
pouring.
like,
It was.
You were all scared.
I don't know about scared, but
No,
like
We
I was
had no
comfortable
lights on in
enough.
here. I'm standing at my desk and Cole's at his desk. He's like, Jordan, I can't even see you right now. Like,
Yeah.
I
I
can't
legit could
see
not
you.
see Jordan at her desk from my desk. It was
Yeah,
insane.
I'd be spooked.
It was insane. But no, we had a nice, much needed chill Friday.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
two friends. You saw that this
Two
weekend?
friends on Saturday. Yeah, went to two friends.
Can we not talk about that? I'm still a little butthurt. So.
Why didn't you go?
Oh, why didn't I go, Cole?
He probably asked somebody 17 times to go.
Yeah,
I
I
asked-
put it in the calendar for us to go, and last week he's like,
I'm gonna-
"Hey, you're gonna be mad at me, but we're not going."
I'm gonna be honest. I asked, not her, not
Right?
Jordan, not you, 17 times, but I did ask 17 different people if they wanted to go to the concert.
Like, who does that?
Who
And then-
admits to it too?
he flakes on me for golf.
the tickets were
He flakes on
$50,
me
by the
for a
way, so
concert.
anybody could have gone, in my mind. But yes, two friends on Saturday. It was one of my first like EDM concerts.
Okay.
How
Hype.
was it?
Super hype. I thought it was gonna be like BB&T, where they had like the lawn
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
they had
yeah.
the seats
Where
down
was it
below.
at?
The Man in Philly. So like the Man has like it
Never been
has
there.
like an outdoor. I think they're called amphitheaters. Like
Okay.
BB&T
Yeah,
does.
yeah, yeah.
But like their stage was set up so that it was like a festival style. So like they had the stage and everyone was standing just like on the
Okay, yeah,
grass.
yeah, yeah,
They had
yeah.
like the camera stand
whole
in the
thing's
middle.
lawn.
Yeah, the whole thing was a lawn. Yeah,
Sounds
it was-
nice.
It was a vibe.
Yeah.
It was a vibe. It was fun.
Did you
I
see
would go back.
Dominica?
Did not see Dominica.
Yeah, she was there.
No.
She's at all those festivals,
No, I saw a couple people I
events,
knew
music,
up there.
anything.
But
Love it. Have our client appreciation event.
big time.
Food truck
yeah.
on Wednesdays. We pop out there here and there at Rodney Square.
Per usual.
We got a
yeah.
busy
but,
Wednesday.
Client appreciation is going to be fun. You're going to have a good time.
I'm excited.
We do a little happy hour at Docklands, Blue Rock. So if you're a past client, you should be there.
Yep. And if you aren't a past client yet, make sure you are one before next July, and we'll invite you to the next Blue Rocks game.
June.
June,
Isn't
June,
last
June,
year?
June, next June.
We can bump it if we
You
need
have
to, but
1 year to become a past client in
Yeah.
order to get invited. So, yeah, I'm excited for that. It was super fun last year.
yeah. Banging
Docklands.
t-shirts, Pat. Shout out you making the dope.
Yeah, shout
I'm
out
so
Pat.
excited.
The
They look
sketch and
so
all that.
good.
Yeah, they're fun. So they'll be cool.
Yeah, Docklands crushes the happy hour game.
Abs those cheesesteak egg rolls, those
So
little mozzarella
good.
sticks.
And they rope
only
off that
been
whole
there
area
full
for
open
us.
bar. You're outside, and the bar is like huge, like circle all the way around.
Yeah.
It's a good spot.
The only time I went was when we had that lunch and learn.
We quadruple fisted for 2 hours straight.
Mm.
Holy shit. No,
And I had just gotten on the team, and like Surfsides just came out.
so I should make
And
sure
the
that Jared
legs-
drives.
Yeah.
we were ripping. I was
that- we had a
tuned
good
up
time.
walking
We had
into
a good
Blue
time.
Rocks at 6:30 on a
Yeah.
Wednesday.
No,
Oh,
I'm
God
blacked out
bless.
double fisting. Not blacked out, whatever. But Vince is like I just told you, but Vince was like, here you go, here's all these tickets. Go stand at the front of the Blue Rocks. I was like, okay, got it. And I had to
On
leave
it.
everybody and go do it. Yeah. It 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes, but yeah, whatever.
But yeah,
So,
I'm
it'll be
excited.
fun.
Yeah, it's a
Love
fun
it.
event.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our pictures with Santa event.
Yeah. Yeah, like
Yeah, a little
I'm
more
curious
private,
like to
but-
how many people like if you work with people and they invite you to client appreciation events, like do you go?
Do you go? Yeah. Because
I've never been invited to one, but I would 100% go.
I go to housewarming parties for clients. Like when a client throws a housewarming party, I'm there.
Yeah, I would be, but I
100%.
never
All of
got
them?
invited to one.
All of them that I've been invited to, 100%. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have another one. I have one coming up next week.
You're
Next week,
going?
July 1st. Yeah, I'm going.
Okay.
Up in Claymont. Yeah.
Oh,
Shout
not-
out Sierra Milan.
That was not the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
She didn't have her housewarming party?
Well, it's not really a housewarming party. It's more of like a family gathering, I think it is. But
So then you can't
So
say it's a
off topic.
housewarming party.
well, like it's a party that a client is throwing that I got invited to, so I'm going.
So if you
For
get
sure.
invited to her 30th birthday party, that's your
I'll
housewarming
probably
party?
show face.
I would show face, but we're talking about housewarming parties.
And you're not.
At this point, I'm talking about any party a client happens to throw,
Oh, right.
and I get
All
invited
right,
to.
next
I'm showing
topic.
up.
That
I'm
was a
showing
dead
up.
end.
You know what? It doesn't even have to be a client. If anybody out there wants to invite me to a party, I'll show up. I promise. As long as it's in the
And if
calendar.
you don't, you'll hear it for the rest of your life.
Yep. That's for sure.
Hey, how was your party last night?
I have a graduation party on Saturday
I saw
for a kid my brother graduated high school with.
Are you so excited?
I'm
you
so
tell? Look at him.
excited. I'm so excited. I have not been looking forward to a graduation party like at all
Except this
ever. Except
Because
this
when's the last time we're so far out of high school? When's the last time you got invited to one?
This is a college graduation party.
College, okay.
Just to be clear, yeah, I'm not going to a high school graduation party. It's a college graduation party.
We
but
didn't
still.
have high school graduation parties because it was COVID.
You didn't?
Nobody had one.
I made so much money at my high school graduation.
We weren't allowed
college
to
and high
have
school,
one.
both of them. I had both.
Mine
I didn't
was
have a
dope.
college graduation party. I didn't really think about
I
it.
did my high school graduation at Porky Oliver's. It was like when they had just redone the clubhouse or redid the clubhouse. So nice. I love it there. You should have your wedding there. You should reconsider doing your venue there. Get married at Porky Oliver's right on the 16th hole.
No, I'll
Hey, I'm going there in a couple hours.
I'll get married. Yeah, you got a tea time, so yeah, we'll get this going.
Yeah,
Let's jump
yeah, we
into
can
tea
move,
on
we can
DE.
move.
So this is huge.
Huge
Drum
news.
roll, please. It's a boy.
It's a boy.
Mary Kay had a boy.
He's so
Team
cute.
Boy won. We were strong all the way through. We were strong from the second that we heard about it.
I flip flopped.
You switched up, so
I
Yeah.
always thought it was a boy.
we were always Team Boy. I knew it was.
I was just
Baby
so.
Garmin.
Felt like if we believed it enough, it would
Yeah,
come true.
I feel it. I'm 2 for 2. I guess my cousin's baby gender, and I guess this one I'm pretty much a prophet.
Oh, cool. Steal my line. Yeah, awesome.
It's on trademark.
but
Yeah, so
Baby Winslow Kilpatrick Garmin.
he's the best.
He is the cutest
little thing.
little
Welcomed
thing.
into the world. Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
cool.
excited to have a newborn in the office again and like to go through it
Oh, the little
all
swing.
again.
The
I
little
feel like we're
swing.
parents. Yeah, we're changing diapers. We're putting him in the swing. He's crying. We're feeding him. And I think that's like what brought us all super close when Murphy was born. Like I just jumped on the team. Murphy was just born, and it's like, bang, you're a family.
Yeah,
That's just how it works.
yeah. Murph's still the star of the show. She's star
Murph
of
will
the
always
show.
be star of the show. Winslow can't take it from her. But they have their own individual shows that they're the star of.
For sure.
So.
For sure. I've seen him probably. I think I've seen him. I've held him once. I think I've met him twice.
Okay.
Yesterday and the day that you and I went over. And
He was so cute.
I haven't heard him make a sound. Like
Little
have
Kiwi.
not heard him
He's
make
1
a
week
sound.
old today, literally.
Is he? Is today 1 week?
1 week and like 2 hours old. So he's perfectly healthy. He's amazing.
Yeah. So
He's so cute.
He's a Gemini. Represent.
Oh, God.
Shout out.
Represent.
Oh God. Speaking of Gemini,
Yeah. Speaking.
What
Of,
are
what
they-
is a Gemini?
Let's get a definition
Let's
on
define.
one.
it.
so you are.
He might cry a lot.
You're
Not
an
as a
air
baby,
sign.
maybe just emotionally.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's hear from Jordan.
So it's some famous Geminis include Kendrick Lamar,
Jade Ruff.
Prince, and not Jade Ruff. The traits
Yeah.
are
Drop 'em.
very, very interesting. So one uses humor as a crutch.
All day.
Could talk to a brick wall,
All day.
Yeah, all
which is
day.
literally
That one
you.
right there.
That one right there. We've had numerous conversations.
Hey, Jade, why are you sitting in front
We
of the
get
brick wall
along
again?
very well.
Jade will talk, and then 2 minutes will go by, and she'll be like,
Did anybody hear
"Anybody
me?
hear me?"
No, you said it too fast. you're talking in 4 times speed over there.
There's 6 people in the office and nobody's answering.
That's on purpose. Arguments as flirting. I could see that.
I'm not flirting with you. You can argue.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I was referring to you and Matt. But okay.
Winslow, I could see being a little flirt.
Might.
Yeah.
It knows a little about everything.
Knows a little about everything.
I do because I don't know a lot about anything.
Yeah. Best careers: likable politician, quirky side character, devil's advocate, bubblegum rapper, joke writer.
That's listed on
Twitter personality.
Say that career again. What was that career?
Quirky side character.
That's your career.
Or Winslow. We're talking about Winslow too.
Sidekick.
Oh, I think we're really talking about you here now.
I'll take it. I'm fine.
No, but he's been awesome. Yeah,
I know a lot of Gemini, so I'm hopeful that he's
Do you like the Geminis that you know?
some of them.
Am I on that list?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
I like just made it. I'm like falling off a little bit.
See, I know two Geminis
Seesaw.
for sure. I know more.
Jade and
There's
Winslow.
more out there. Well,
So
I
who
know
else do you
Winslow.
know?
Roberto.
He has, Gemini. Yep,
Gemini
that makes
Construction.
sense.
Yeah, shout out Roberto Jones. Very different from you though. So who knows
He has
what
a
he's
lot
going
of
to turn out to be?
different traits.
Yeah, he calls himself a true Gemini though, to the core.
Oh boy.
But then he's lying because he's not. So he's a liar here. But I think Gemini is the best time to have a birthday. If you're gonna have a birthday from mid-May to mid-June, that's the best time.
I agree.
It's not too hot. You're getting pumped because
I don't know.
summer's
It's
out.
hot as shit out right now.
Yeah, I know, but it's not middle of July, middle of August.
True.
August 1st is like the hottest day of the year, I think.
Yeah, it's
my
like
cousin's
this is
birthday.
like perfect
There you
birthday
go.
weather.
Probably sweats.
Yep.
She. There you
can
go.
do pool
Yep.
parties this time of year. You
Yeah.
can you can really do any kind of birthday party this
Yeah.
time of year.
Tough.
That's perfect.
Let's jump into local tea. So big local tea down here at the Delaware Beaches, running in the bowl. So
This
every
weekend.
year I say I'm going to go, and I don't.
So I've never heard of this.
And since college, what?
Never heard of
Okay,
this.
you're
Never
turning
heard of
on. So no, they go down. It's a fundraiser down in it's a fundraiser, right?
Fundraiser.
Yeah,
Yep.
down at Dewey Beach. Starboard does it. It's like a 5K. You should do it. And I
Maybe
don't
I
think
will.
they bring a real bull.
They don't do a real bull. No. So
It's a mechanical one. I've always wanted to get on one of those.
Two-man costume.
it's like a 2-man costume, and they run down the beach, and you chase them
Oh.
down the beach.
There
What?
you go.
Yeah.
Never been. So
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
So,
I'm sorry.
and that's if you make it.
backtrack.
That's if you make it. So I've only been once. I went
the people get too drunk and they can't even do the
Exactly.
activity
It's a
they're
bar hop.
participating
I
in.
It's a bar
run
crawl.
faster when I'm drunk.
That's.
I would too.
I can't imagine.
Last cocktail connection in May.
Yeah, if you're sprinting a block, you're not running a 5K faster drunk than you
No,
are.
but like
so-
I ran a mile in like 8:01.
I don't even think it's.
'Cause you're
I
high
don't think
on
it's a
life.
5K. I think it's just a bar crawl.
I just said that. I've never been.
Oh yeah. So I went for summer 2020. This is the first and only time I've been.
Did you participate?
I did participate.
Did you get
Okay.
absolutely hammered?
I was hammered.
So you didn't run.
Did not run again.
Okay.
Did not chase the pool. No.
Okay, okay.
No, but from what I hear, and from what I did, we just did like Nalu, Bottle and Cork, Starboard.
Never been in Nalu. Not a fan
and
of
you have no authority into this conversation. Talking to Jordan now.
Got it.
So we basically do Nalu, Bottle and Cork, Starboard, and then everyone who is
I've never been to any of these places though.
So Pat, so anyone who's left after you drink at these three places goes to the beach,
Pat's gonna be
right
like,
on the
"I haven't
ocean,
been
and they chase the bull. That's the whole point of the running of the bulls. But like I said, I have a graduation party, so I won't be this weekend. Way too important a graduation party.
No, it sounds fun. It
Will you
looks
go?
like everybody's down in red, the little red bikinis, jean
Yeah.
shorts. Like, I would love that. But I never,
Are you going?
you know, maybe I should go for Saturday. I don't know.
You're gonna be down there.
No, I'm not.
Are you
I
not
do
going
every other
beach?
weekend at the beach. I did last weekend. I'm off this weekend. I'm going next weekend.
Are you going?
Well, I am just now finding out about it.
No, she's not.
So
She might
probably
be.
not.
Yeah, so I
We'll
don't
see.
know. I think I got showing Saturday, so I can't. But
All right. Well, if y'all are down in Dewey, feel free to stop by Running of the Bull. It is a good time.
yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Like a go-to spot in Dewey. So they just opened up Starboard Sauce, which they took away Mama Celeste. So how much do you know about Dewey?
I know a little bit. So my aunt used to own Scully's, where the Starboard Raw Bar is, across the street from the Starboard,
Do you know Mama Celeste?
the pizza place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's gone.
No shit.
Well,
On
she
the-
might
it was
still-
on the
not
corner,
her
right?
physically.
She had the big handicap ramp going up to the door.
Physically.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, she's still here.
Is she still with us?
Yes,
Thank
yeah,
God.
no, she's a beast. But it's Starboard Sauce now, so that's a pizza place.
Nice.
No shit.
So I would like to go to it. I didn't get to it this year yet, but it's on
Are
my
they
list.
just going to take over all Dewey?
Potentially, yeah. They have 3 bars, yeah.
I just
so.
need to get down there. It's my first year I can drink.
Yeah,
True.
I would take a couple weekends. You probably only need like a day and a half down there, and you'll never go again. But
My thing is like, I don't want to rent a hotel that whole time. Like that's just so
Airbnb.
annoying to
One
me.
night.
$100
Airbnb is like,
a
$100.
year out for a cottage.
well, I'm trying to get
You're
down
not gonna
there
get
for
one down
Jared's birthday, and it's like $500 for one night for an Airbnb.
It's better than drunk driving.
Well, I'm not getting a DUI.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else you could do. Like, there's got to be places like up Route 1 further where it's like a 25-minute
you
Uber.
could stay
And like
20
Uber,
minutes away.
that's fine.
Yeah.
No, but Ubers you cannot get picked up in Dewey after like 9 o'clock. You
Well,
can Uber to
looks like
Dewey.
I'm walking.
But you can Uber.
cannot-
Can you Uber to like
Can you get a DUI
Outside
on
You
a bike?
cannot get outside of Dewey.
like East of Maui type area? You can like walk there and then pick an Uber up there.
I never
Or you have
tried
no
it.
idea.
Never tried it, but you cannot get a Dewey at nighttime.
No shit.
Not
Okay, well,
happening.
Can
Won't
you get
happen.
a DUI on a bike?
Can't happen, won't happen. Absolutely. Yep. I know somebody who got a DUI on a skateboard. Yep.
You get a DUI on anything.
Anything that moves. Moving on.
Interesting. Okay.
Real quick though, what's this high noon pool party you're talking about? Constitution Yards?
Yeah. So I think this year's the second or third annual, but yeah,
They have a pool at Constitution?
Yeah, I'm really confused.
there is no pool. I don't know what it is.
But it's a
You
pool
jump
party.
in the
It's called the High
Christiana
Noon
River?
It's called I don't know.
That is
I
so
don't know,
gross.
Margo. It's called the High Noon Pool Party. Is what they're calling
You
it.
would come
Who's
out
Margo?
black. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
You guys did you get that reference? No. Christmas Vacation? Nobody got that? I
Now I
don't know. Margo.
No, I get it.
Okay, whatever. I'm just a fucking
That'll
nerd, I
make a
guess.
good deal.
Anyway,
I'm glad you realized it.
Yeah, High Noon Pool Party. I guess it's some new thing that they're doing at Constitution Yards.
It's not new if
collaborating
it's
with
the
High
third
Noon.
annual.
Yeah, well, newer, but I've never
If
been.
we're not sponsored here
I've
by
never been
Surfside soon, let's hit up the Dewey Crush guy. Sounds like he wants it. He
I
likes
told
us.
you, we got him in the back.
Shout
Yeah.
out my girl Stephanie for trying to reach me this week. I'm sorry that I couldn't make it to the Italian festival, but if you do want to reach out again about these, you know.
Reach out to
You have
somebody
our number.
else, jade.ruff@compass.com.
Yeah, Cole
Because
doesn't
this
answer.
man-
Cole doesn't know what he's doing.
All right, yo, I'm just.
Cool, let's jump into pop tape. So pop tape is
Sketchy.
always hard to figure out because it's like somebody knows something, the other people don't know it. I'm not into celebrities.
We don't want to make it political.
You don't want to make it
Don't wanna
political,
make it
but like you
freaking
want to make it
political.
exciting and fun. So like the smoke and the Philly highway like crashing, like that was fun pop tape. All of us know what's going on. All the tri-state area knew that, so it's not just like a Wilmington, Delaware thing.
And we can all bitch about it not being completed on time.
Yeah, we can all complain and like we can all look back at that podcast and be like, damn, like you remember 5 years ago in 2023 when that happened? Like
What?
that's cool, yeah.
Right.
But like now, this is weird. Aliens.
Aliens.
This scares me. Like genuinely, like I get
I
the
just got
goosebumps.
goosebumps, too.
I get
Yeah.
the goosebumps talking about things like
I don't
this.
get the goosebumps because I believe in them.
Yeah, I do.
I do too. That's
For
why I
sure.
get the goosebumps.
Yeah, they have to. The older I get, the more I'm like, there's definitely more life somewhere else.
Yeah.
And like, that's that.
And like it's been proven like many
if
times.
If you see someone, so like, what's the story? You know a little bit more of the
Yeah,
story. 8
so,
foot beings, backyard, cop
Out in
cams.
Nevada, I think last week in Nevada.
Nevada or Nevada?
Nevada,
I feel
whatever
like
you say.
all alien sightings are in that state,
Which is also weird,
They're out
right?
west.
which
It's
is
gotta
really
be a
weird. But I feel like
weird
all the
coincidence.
ones like what was that everybody went to a couple years ago? Because
Area 51.
Area 51, yeah,
But
they're
that's like a
protesting
thing.
it or
That's
whatever.
like
yeah, but like why is it all in one state? That just
because
Because that's probably where the most deserts
political.
are.
okay. You got to move your feet. You're creeping on me.
No, I think you could do. But anyway, back to the story. This is the reason why we got to it. In Nevada last week, there were people who saw a green light crash in their backyard. Immediately followed by black SUVs pulling up to their house. They called 911. Police showed up to the house. And the only reason the police went to the house because one of the other officers also saw the green light. So
So if nobody believed you, no one's coming to save you.
nobody's coming to save you, right? So
But
the
do we
green
think
light.
these things are here to hurt us? What do you think these things are here?
I think
whether
if
they're
they-
here, whether they're not.
I think that if they were there to hurt anybody, it would have been done already.
That's the thing that everybody keeps saying. Like, if they wanted to hurt us, they easily
They
could.
would've.
and maybe
So,
they're
like, why
observing
wouldn't
too,
they?
but like also too, maybe they're just after something specific.
I think they're too smart to fuck with America.
I think that as well.
Yeah.
I think whatever it is, if there is something, we have nothing to worry about because we are so pee-wee brains that it's like there's no.
But like,
I just want to know what they want. Like, what do you do? Like, are they just
They're just checking it out, maybe.
like when we go to the moon? Like, we're just looking around.
yeah. Well, like, Do you think
I
it
could talk
could
about
be
that for days.
Do you think it could be like government, like military technology?
That's political.
Yeah,
No. Listen. Like they say that anything unclassified by the government is 30 years ahead of what we have now. 30 to 50 years of what we have now.
Holy shit.
So like, do you think that like could just be tests of the government doing secret shit and it's being covered up by this bullshit alien
coming
story?
here, or like a test?
No, I'm saying the government is testing technology and they're using this alien bullshit to throw people off. Regardless, it doesn't explain the 8-foot beings that the people saw in their backyard.
I believe
Whatever
that they
the
were
hell they
seen,
saw.
and I kind of just think like they're not here to like run in your back door and hurt you.
It was caught on a Ring doorbell. It was caught on a
I
body
saw
That's what I was
cam.
about to say.
Anything
Yeah.
can be fake, but like I saw something.
So you hear a crash in your backyard. You walk out. You look out the back door and you see 2 8-foot beings back
Yeah,
there.
I'm
What
gonna
are
be
you
scared
doing?
shitless, and I'm
Not
just gonna
grabbing
record
my
it.
pepper spray.
I'm gonna
That's for
record
sure.
it because no one's gonna believe you.
You don't grab pepper spray for anything. It could be a guy climbing in your trunk. You don't grab pepper spray.
Yeah, that was horrible too. You want to side note that real quick?
That was the
Yeah,
scariest moment.
sidebar.
That was a good one. So
For
yeah,
their
Jordan
safety.
and I go up to a showing in a spot that we're not familiar with, and I'm on my GPS and it's lost. This is just like if you're a realtor or no matter what you're doing, you're coming out of the grocery store.
Anything on the road.
You need to
anytime.
be safe, and like
Aware
my
of your
best friend's
surroundings.
dad always tells me, shout out Mr. Greg, you need to pay attention to your surroundings, and he says keep smiling, so you keep smiling. But like 360 at all times. We got lost, so GPS is telling me I'm here, I'm not here. I'm
We're
like, hold
both
up.
trying to figure it out.
I'm at a stop sign, foot's on the brake. I'm not in park because I'm at a stop sign, and I'm in the 4Runner, and the trunk opens, and it's this old man, straggly, predator-looking kind of guy. Not a high, not like a high
Judging
person.
books by its cover.
Yes, 100%.
For sure.
In this situation,
In
yeah.
this situation, I am predator-looking type of guy. Opened his car and I turned around and I said, "Excuse me, like, can I help you?" And he didn't say a single thing.
He didn't say
What was
anything.
your experience? Yeah.
And I turned around and I was like,
I had my dehumidifier
I
in the
don't
back
know
that almost fell out.
what I was thinking.
Oh shit! That would have been the worst thing
She's
that could have
freaking out
happened.
for that. But I'm thinking like, I don't know who it is that we're going to meet. So I'm like looking back and
Me
I'm like,
neither.
what is going on right now? Like who is this? And you start freaking out and I'm like, you're like kind of calm and like just shocked.
Because in those
that we were
moments you
both,
get
like,
shocked,
We were
yeah.
both like, what the hell is going on?
I just floored it 2 more blocks and I was like, "Jordan, get out." She
I
got
get out of the car.
She closed the trunk. The man's still walking towards us. He's 2 blocks behind us, but he's just walking forward.
So I called 911.
He never said sorry. "Oh, sorry, my bad. I didn't mean to, I thought it was my car." Okay, that
Yeah,
happened.
it
No
was-
problem.
It was
This
just the
man wanted to get
weirdest experience.
in
I've
the trunk.
never experienced anything like that before.
Driving away was a very smart.
And it took
Fuck
us
the-
30
fuck the
seconds.
Cole's
dehumidifier.
bitching at me, and he's like, "Why didn't you grab your pepper spray?" The last thing in my mind right now is reaching in my
All right,
bag and
so
getting my pepper spray.
I think the
'cause I'm
Garmin
so
group.
shook.
I think the Garmin group needs to go through a little safety. Maybe we need to drill out someone climbing
I
in your
sent the
trunk.
CCW.
First move needs to go to the pepper spray.
All right.
Okay, but
Y'all
when
need to
I'm,
deter these people.
but when I'm walking around trolley or I'm walking by myself, I always have my pepper. Like my hand is on my pepper spray. It's on my keys, in case
So
anything
you
happens.
just weren't expecting the shock
That's
of
that.
someone
No,
getting
it was
in your
just-
car.
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, I'm aware of my surroundings at all times. There
we
could be
were
someone
too,
sneaking up
but-
on me right now. I know it. Eyes in the back of my head. What do you mean?
On to the next.
Anyway, yeah, I would freak out if I saw aliens in my backyard. I'm not sure what the fuck I would do.
Me neither.
I'll just go to bed. I'm going to bed. Do what you guys gotta do.
Shades closed. I'll figure it out in the morning. Maybe they'll be gone. That was good. Maybe they'll be gone.
Yep, I'm not bothering 911. I'm not gonna come off as
I'm not
crazy
gonna.
Out
These
of
guys are
mind.
doing what they're doing. I'm not gonna bother.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother them. They're not bothering me.
Out of sight, out of mind. Got it. All right.
And we're back from
And
the
we're
alien talk.
Back. Yeah. So let's jump into like our topic for the day today. So we're gonna talk about the 10 steps to buying a house. So if you're a first-time buyer or you haven't bought a house in a long time, like process is unfamiliar, may seem a little scary when you're working with the Garmin group. It's not.
It's actually rather easy.
Yeah, no, we're a 6-person, like full-time team. We're all young, we're all hungry. We want to be there for our clients. We answer fast. We do everything we can for you guys. So, we're just gonna kind of like jump through the process. We all have our little home buyer guides here. So if you get to have a meeting with us, you'll get one of these. And just like to start it off, like our clients that want to buy a house from us, like you come to us, you give us initial phone call, whether it comes from Vince, our team lead, or you come through one of us. we get a phone call. We're going to send you a Google form. So it's going to have a couple questions, you know, name, email, general information about the house that you're looking for. And then we're going to want to set up a buyer's meeting with you. So that's going to be the most important thing. If you're not willing to do those 3 steps, you know, red flag, you might not want to work with us, might not be a good match, who knows. But
and like, we see appointments with us the same way we see an appointment you might make with your dermatologist, or
it's so important to game plan it and get up here and do it.
Or a doctor.
Yep.
Like, you fill out the preliminary form,
Yep.
you go through your background of your health history, and then, you know, you show up to the appointment and you get diagnosed.
Yep.
You know, that's what we do here, and it's honestly the best way to
It makes everything
get to
easy.
the goal fastest.
Yes, get to the goal. It makes everything easy and makes everyone aware of like what's going on. So like, we're just going to jump into it because there's so many avenues we can talk about.
Right.
Take it away, Cole.
But step 1, of course, you can't do anything without finding an agent.
That's us.
That's us. Maybe you can do things without finding an agent, and if you want to go
goofy.
that route, you know,
Good luck.
you are more than welcome to try.
Yeah.
But it is difficult. I would say the nice thing about working with us, you know, whether you're my friend and you come in for a buyer's meeting and we're looking to work together, you know, if our personalities don't really match and, you know, you're going to work better with Jade or Jordan or Connor or somebody else on the team, you know, you're going to work with that person more. You know, finding an agent just doesn't mean the Garment Group. It means anybody in the Garment Group.
It's a personality match.
It's a personality match at the end of the day. And that goes straight into number 2 as well, getting pre-qualified. You know, you're going to have to get pre-approved from a lender before you go out and start touring houses. And it's the same thing. You know, you have to get along well with your lender because you're going to be talking to us and your lender every single day.
Yep. And it's like super important through this process. Like, you're always welcome to use who you want, but like, if you can use our preferred people, we have them on speed dial. They're in our back pocket. We know, like, trust them, work with them all the time. So it makes everything go so much smoother instead of trying to, you know, connect with someone you don't know. Maybe they work 9 to 5. Maybe they're a big bank in Arizona that, you know, just difficult.
Right. And they're going to know the agent on the other side, which is another thing we stress.
A local lender. Put that here. Local lender.
People love
can see
telling
it
us.
already.
There's also
It's so important to have a local lender.
we could throw another word up there. It's called networking. So realtors love to network. A lot of people think it's just an excuse to drink, but it's not. You know, we're out here having good conversations. I did
Meeting
the
a lot
Italian
of people.
festival.
Yep.
Exactly. I did the Italian festival, you know, 6 of the 8 days last week, and one
He
of
said you're missing opportunities to show face.
and she was. So I ran into an agent who was working the Benelli stand. Shout out Carmela. Submitted an offer on one of Carmela's houses this weekend, and, you know, just seeing her and taking a selfie with her and
Just
saying
build that
hi a couple
relationship,
days
like-
is just
Because
like
people
it
see
goes
your
a
name
long
and
way.
they're gonna be like, "Oh, I know this person.
Hey, I know
She's
she's
like
decent.
this
I know she
person."
does
Like,
business. Like, I know she's gonna, you know, work through the struggles and whatnot. And, like,
Exactly.
I firmly believe, not real estate related at all, life is about who you know, not what you know.
Exactly.
Agreed.
That's how I got
100%.
everywhere in life.
That's
It's
why
just
you
like,
know a little bit
It's the
about
difference.
everything.
be a decent human and just talk to anybody and everyone.
Right. It's the different. Like, we were the first offer on this house. It's the difference of accepting this offer, which is everything the seller's looking for, or submitting or them setting an offer deadline and looking for more offers.
Yeah.
If that person likes you, they're gonna they're gonna move with you.
So that's a plus. We're working with the Garment Group because we have 6 agents who are networking at all the time. So we all have our hand in the pot with
As you all
multiple
know.
agents.
We all know a lot of different people.
and are close with
Yeah.
our own people. Like, you're close with your agents and I'm close with mine. You're like, hey, hit up, you know what I mean? So it's like,
For sure.
we're all friends with a lot of people. So
For sure. Yeah. And then you know, the fun part always comes after getting
once you get
pre-approved.
that all rolling,
Everyone loves to watch HGTV. Everyone loves to scroll on Zillow all day. But number 3 is where we put it into action. Step 3 is going out and actually looking at properties. The reason we need clients to get pre-approved prior to visiting properties. My very first client I ever worked. These 2 guys, they were looking to buy a house together. They were both on, like, dialysis, like, very sick. And we were looking at like $350,000 houses. And they I didn't have a pre-approval from them. I had no idea what I was doing. So like, I'm just showing them these houses, and ended up getting them pre-approved. They got pre-approved for $150,000. And they were
changes
writing,
the game.
happens. So it wastes your time.
So it
it
happens.
crushes their dreams. So
Exactly.
like, you need to do it for both parties. You're not You
Right.
know, you're not doing it just for the agent. Oh, you want to see how much money I have? No, like what can you afford? Because God
Yeah.
forbid you see something, I love it, and it
we're not
doesn't
taking
work out.
guesses. We're not taking guesses.
There's no guessing. No.
And that's like the best thing I feel like I've done listening to you guys was like I don't show anybody a property until they get pre-approved.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not setting you up and sending you
We
houses.
do a one-time show.
I was just about to say,
If you need to
Okay,
feel us
most
out,
of the time,
and we want
yeah.
to feel
Yep.
out this relationship, and you want to make sure that it's going to work, we will do a one-time showing with everybody. But that's it.
after
One
that, yeah.
showing.
And like some
after that, you
agents
need to be
don't like when
serious.
you show their listings if they're not pre-approved. Because sellers don't want random people just walking through their house. So if you're not
Yeah.
qualified, if you can't, you know, if
I've
you're
been seeing that a lot lately. They're like pre-approval required prior to showing.
yeah,
Yep.
and you see that sometimes, and like I don't know how serious that's held up, but
It's more
People
for
don't
like
want
$1 million
random people.
listings.
Yeah.
I've seen that more,
Yeah.
but like
Right.
people don't want
So.
random people walking through their house, and like
I wouldn't.
we don't want to waste our time and or your emotions. So
Right, exactly. It's
Yeah.
just setting the correct expectation for yourself and
from
us
the
setting
jump,
it for
that's
you.
why we have a meeting.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So
But it is by far the best part. I love going to look at houses.
Oh, I
me
love
too.
it.
love
Yeah,
it.
obviously,
I love
but
it.
for a reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I've been staring at this one house.
The 18 million.
1.5
No,
million.
no,
Yeah.
it's like 700. It's somewhere. Vince texts me after I'm like looking at it. I'm texting it Jared. I'm like, look
You
at
can
this.
show
This
it.
thing's so nice. And he's like, can you show this property tomorrow? I'm like, absolutely, 100%. I'll be
Yeah.
there. It was wild. There was like a dungeon downstairs in the basement that had like water in it. The house was
was it
wild.
supposed
Like
to
a
have water
dungeon
in
or
it?
like a dungeon?
Like
Like a dungeon.
I have
what
a
kind?
picture. No, I have
was
a
a
picture of it. It was absolutely wild. I didn't even know what to do. I went upstairs and asked the agents, like, hey, like, what is this? And they were like, we have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Love that.
Oh my god, I have to find this.
Well, while you're showing us that, step 4 is going to be like submitting offers.
Yeah.
So like we have a lot of clients that come in and it's like whether you have a timeline or you don't have a timeline, like some clients we show, you know, 5 to 10 houses before they write their first offer. Some clients come in on a Friday, we show a house on a Saturday, they write an offer, we're accepted on Sunday.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting.
you
Like,
showed
what
me
is
that,
that?
yeah, a bunch
Pat,
of water.
throw it up right here. Thank you.
Yep.
I'll send it to you.
We
what is
swim
that?
around that, or I don't know what's going on.
Somebody said it
But
was
like,
a
so
torture
it's not
chamber.
unusual to either get your first offer accepted, or it's not unusual to have to write 10 and get 9 denials before you get your offer accepted. So
on
like,
average, our clients are writing 3 to 5. So
offers, yeah.
offers. So I would say, you know, you have, and that's not because, you know,
Unless you pull the
it-
hammer out.
Right. That's
Like-
not because it's impossible to get a house.
No.
That's just because they're nervous to do what it takes.
Unfortunately, what it takes, yeah.
Which is a valid concern.
Yeah,
like
100%.
nobody wants to have to waive their home inspection. Nobody wants to commit $10,000
Pay
extra dollars
transfer
towards a
tax.
appraisal
Transfer
gap,
tax.
transfer tax, like whatever it
Appraisal
is.
gap.
So like the emotions and the nerves are 100% valid, but at the end of the day, like you're out here to buy a house, and this is what you have to do to buy a house.
Yep.
And
And like a strong point there is like, if you're going over and asking or paying transfer tax or doing this or doing that, like you always say, like it doesn't matter what you pay for it today
it doesn't.
because the rate of appreciation is just going up year after year. So if it's your first house, most people say in it 5 to 7 years. So if you're going to do that, you know, 5 to 10 years down the line, it's appreciating.
Yep.
So that 10 or 20,000 you spend extra on the house, which rolls into your mortgage, so it's a couple, but maybe $100 extra.
You can
a
always
month.
refinance
Exactly.
and
Doesn't
stuff like that.
matter.
Exactly.
Get the asset, put your money in real estate.
Right, and
best
if you're
place to do
unsure
it.
about this, like if you don't know and you're still hesitant, looking at what happened in 2008 and what happened during all these crashes in the past, like come in and have that meeting with us. Like
But-
we'll walk you through
And people
why
cry
these things are
about
happening.
2008. I know we were like toddlers when it happened or
Right.
whatever, but not toddlers, but we were young. But if you hear anybody else, they're like, damn, like I wish I bought houses in 2008 and 2009. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I did that because where I'm sitting 10, 15 years later, it would be astronomical.
And you know
Jared
what?
bought his house in 2009.
But you can't see that back then.
Yeah, and you know what? If
It's
this
And what's
market,
it worth now? 150K more?
about
Yep.
no professional in this area of expertise sees these home prices going anywhere, and like if
When you have no inventory and so many buyers, it can't.
it can't, right? So, and the moment interest rates go
Supply and
down,
demand.
the demand's going to go even higher.
Yep.
people are
So,
always
like-
trying to. You always have somebody that needs to buy a house.
Right.
Absolutely insane.
Right. And like, you know, I forget what I was going to say, but
Let's
that's the
jump into
point.
step 5.
Jumping into step 5.
Step 5 is going to be the escrow process.
No, but number five is pretty big, step 5, and it's called the escrow process. If you see it on HGTV or anything like that, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
We call it going under contract. Basically, buyers are going to get all the information on the house. We're going to get you the seller's disclosure, and number one thing there is your earnest money deposit.
Yes.
Which makes a lot of buyers nervous. And I tell all of our buyers, we've done 250 plus transactions, and I think we have, what's the word? We have caved in, meaning like split in some way, one or two earnest money deposit. I think it's 2, but it's very hard to lose an earnest money deposit, and we always recommend to go as strong as you can there. So, you're putting that money up front in the form of a check, whether that's $5,000, $10,000, or $1,000.
1 to 2% of the sales price.
Right.
Anything stronger is just better.
And that is going to be held in escrow. And if you're working with us, it's going to be held in escrow with the attorney until settlement, and then it'll be taken out of your closing costs. So your closing costs are $25,000, $5,000 deposit. You bring $20,000.
It's money you're going to see again.
Yep.
So it's not like, flex it all in the beginning if you love the house and really want it.
Exactly.
But
yep.
Now, average days on that too is 30 days. So it can be 45, can be 90, but sellers today want their money, want to close, want to be done.
That's another thing with these buyers out here, especially you guys that are all renting right now and are going to buy in the future. Know that it's going to take 60 to 90 days to find a house and actually close on it. So if your lease is up next month, you're a little late to buy a house.
You're way late, yeah.
So
if you're looking to buy a house and you have a deadline, you should probably at least start 6 months in advance.
At least.
At least.
You should be out visiting properties 90 days in advance, I would say. At least. Or at least have a pre-approval.
Yep. Yeah, so that's a fun process.
Anyway.
We tend to, either hold your hand, walk you through it, we're going to make you feel comfortable, and we're going to take all that stress off your shoulders, so.
At least as much as we can.
As much as we can, 100%.
Yep. It's a two-way street, though.
100%.
Say it again for the people in the back.
It definitely is a two-way street.
Yes.
You need to communicate, and if you ever feel during the process that
discouraged or you don't understand, I know people say there's no stupid questions, but seriously,
there's never
the amount of questions that I even ask you guys. Sometimes I'm they're gonna literally be Jordan, what the fuck are you talking about?
Connor. I'm just hey, what would you? Well, now I'm more hey, I semi know the answer, and in life there's no right or wrong answer. Nobody in life ever, no matter age, knows what the hell is going on ever. But what would you do in this situation is my new thing. I know what I can do. I know what should be done. I know what that party wants me to do. But what would you do?
Yeah.
Right.
How would you handle that?
Right.
Are you up all night? Whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if we don't know the answer, we know someone who does. So
100%.
you can ask us anything.
We might not
in the
get
world.
back to you
right
right then, but we'll
it might take us 5-10 minutes, maybe a day to figure out an answer.
I'm gonna hit you.
Depending on who you
I'll get back to you though. You're gonna hear from me.
Right.
Yeah.
But we're gonna find that answer for you.
Yeah.
And that goes from a step in the process to who's the best guy to fix my roof.
7 years down the line,
Where's
we
the
want
best
to be
place
your
to get
go-to
coffee?
people, no matter what you need. That's what I try to express to the clients all the time. Is you need a painter, you want to know my favorite local bar, you want anything, you call me.
Yep.
You call us.
Yep. We're happy to answer the phone.
Yeah.
Always.
Jump into step 6.
Jump into step 6.
So
Ready?
home inspections. I think I'm ready.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So you get a home inspection once you're under contract. Basically, your inspector will go out, check on the property, do things
minor repairs, recommendations,
everything,
major defects,
safety concerns, minor defects, major defects, all things that you can either ask for to be fixed later on, or you can ask for a seller's credit. Depends on how you're feeling about all of that. Some things go.
No, go. Sorry.
Some things will be required to be fixed for loan purposes, which comes
loans,
out.
Jordan?
So for FHA, conventional, VA.
Close enough.
Nice. Yeah, good enough. FHA and VA are going to cite more repairs. Sound, safety, and sanitary.
Okay.
Conventional doesn't cite too much, but
I didn't think so.
good. You already knew that.
FHA does. I feel like they're not too picky, but
Sound, safe, and sanitary. So they're not major things. Peeling paint,
there
missing
was-
smoke detectors,
well, there was
missing railings.
things that I thought that they were gonna say for James's and they didn't.
but they pick the peeling paint.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Which is
very,
weird.
very, very minor things, but
Every FHA appraiser is different too.
Yeah.
They're all going to say different things.
yeah.
But no, one thing that we, like Jordan said, one thing that like we always try to do is just work for the credit. If we can find like a decent credit to cover the repairs, a credit that the seller's willing to give you and that you're willing to accept, and you can handle those repairs on the back end after we settle, makes the entire process so much easier. Like rather than getting contractors out there while we're under contract, working towards deadlines, trying to get the repairs done prior to settlement. Let's just get that credit at settlement, whether that's $2,000, whether that's $10,000 to get these repairs made, and we can handle that on the back.
Because most repairs are like, although they seem major, they're minor.
They are.
Like things that are cited are things that these sellers have been living with for 5-10 years. So it's like it seems bad, but it's not.
Right.
And
like,
as you get into home ownership, you'll realize that. So it sounds scary to hear that and know that now, but you'll learn to understand that.
yeah, and it's something to note for all these buyers that are having to waive home inspections as well. Is like when you see these home inspection reports, there's nothing crazy on these things
Yeah.
that's not on the seller's disclosure.
Yep.
Oh, your air
That's what
conditioner is 19 years old. They said
We
that
already
on the
knew that.
disclosure.
Yep.
Like, what are we
That's what I
freaking
was
out
gonna
about?
point out is that like when you're getting into home inspections and whether you have to waive it or not, whatever you're doing, the seller's disclosure is going to be the most important thing. It's going to say everything that the seller knows about the property, so that's the stuff that's going to be repeated. Yeah, hopefully. If you see a lot of unknowns, red flag, red flag, red flag, that's on the
Or
agent
lies.
to
Right.
realize. You can't, they
read.
can lie, but that's the first legal document pulled up in court. Something ever happens, you settle, they lied, and you want to take it to court. I don't know if it's worth it in some cases, but you can, and that document's the first one.
Yeah, and like heads up to anyone who buys a house, like shit happens. Like
Shit happens,
and
and,
shit
like,
can happen a week
Homes
after you
come
buy
with
it.
cuts and bruises.
Right.
Oh, that's peeling. Oh, that cabinet's chipped. Or oh, this. It's like
Right.
this
Are
house
you
is
gonna
brand
die?
new, and there's a little nick. Like
Well,
things happen.
And like shit happens a week after you settle. Shit happens a year after you settle. Like your air conditioner could go the day after settlement. If it worked on inspection day, there's not
It
much we
passed,
can do to
yeah.
help you. We're going to recommend the home warranty. We're
We're
going
gonna
to
be there
recommend
for
all
you,
these
yeah.
things, and we can get you contractors. But like,
What's the line in the contract? Like all homes come with. If it's not new construction, it's going to
right, it's going to have wear and tear. It's
wear
gonna
and tear.
have
I say cuts and bruises. Wear and tear, cuts and bruises,
wear
whatever.
and tear. So
yeah.
normal wear and tear for an occupied
Yeah.
home, and it's
That's
like,
anything. Like you buy a used car.
Yep.
and you
gonna have
can't complain
issues.
if
You
you
can't-
find a month later that it has a
You
tear
go
in
to
the back
Marshalls.
seat.
Yeah.
You're buying the pretty vase. It's got a chip in it. You're still paying $25 for it.
Yeah, like
Maybe it's on clearance, but
that's just
Yep.
with anything.
not if
in
there's
life.
one vase and 30 people that want the vase. It's not on clearance.
Right, exactly.
So, let's jump into step 7. So,
Step 7, yeah. So, do you want to take it?
Yeah, loan closing and appraisal. So, like, this is where your lender is going to, it's not so much the agents that you're going to be hearing from. You're going to be hearing from your lender a lot during this. You're getting your appraisals done and all your closing docs. So, it's kind of just finalizing your number, making sure the home met value. Like Jordan said, your appraiser can cite some repairs. Like I said, sound, safe, and sanitary. So, if any of them need to be done, we'll get them done. And then,
As far as step 7 goes, like where we come in with step 7 is we're going to make sure your lender hits their deadline, like which is
it's on the lender to know as well.
it's on them to know as well, but like we're going to hold them accountable to make sure the lender hits his deadline, the appraiser hits his, and everything stays on point.
There's
'Cause
so much background work of an agent that people don't understand.
They have
And
no
like,
idea.
here's these little dates. Here's these little like
And if you
medicinal
miss
things you
one
see
of
in the
these
contract.
dates, you miss
null and
one,
void, you're
it's
done.
gone.
Contract's over.
Yeah, you could lose the house
In some states or some instances.
In
but,
some instances, yeah,
Yeah.
but in a lot of it, there's a lot of dates into a contract.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are.
But yeah, once you get through your loan and you get approved for your financing and your house is, appraises or, doesn't happen to appraise and we figure it out anyway, you go to closing.
Yeah.
And that's the most fun part
You
of it
get
all.
there, and then when you get to closing, what happens, Jordan?
You get a nice check.
No, that's a seller.
That's
what
a
happens
seller.
to the buyer?
We're
Okay.
talking
He
buyers.
was talking about
This
us.
is
It
the
was a
buyer's
joke for us.
You get paid. No, you get your keys. You move. You know what I mean. Buyer's gonna sign. If you're a buyer,
You got
get
a
your
lot of
signature.
paperwork.
Like, get ready because
Yeah.
your wrist
Do
is gonna
your
be sore.
do your
It's like
exercises.
30, 45 minutes. It's not that bad. Some lenders do fast closes, so some lenders can have you sign all your documents
Yep.
and you sign.
We're getting into the age of
Which I
digital
hope does
closings
not
as
happen
well.
because I believe, like, especially in real estate, you need to physically look at the house before you buy it. You need to physically sign those papers at closing. There's so much fraud that goes on. There's so much seller fraud that's going on right now. That could be a whole other podcast about fraud. We'll get into that. Not right now.
We'll do like a listings podcast as well.
Yeah, but it's just wild. So like, we just hope that if you're looking to buy a house, whether you're a first time buyer, and like, if you're in a lease or whatever, you don't want to buy a house for 3 years, like, come talk to us and we game plan it. Okay, you don't want to buy for 3 years, we'll meet you in a year and a half. We'll sit down and you pick where you want to be and you backtrack that.
Yeah.
And we figure it all out.
Yep. I would say, I think my number one thing for first time home buyers, especially for people our age, is just like, your first house is not going to be perfect.
It's not going to be perfect, and it's not your
what you dreamed
house.
of either. Like,
Don't have unrealistic expectations. You're not going to get that house on Selling Sunset for your first house.
You're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to put in some
Here's
equity.
my piece of advice.
Some sweat equity.
All decision makers need to be either at the meeting respectfully, that would be great, and or if not, at the first showing and or at inspections.
Yep.
Agreed.
If not, like, we are representing the buyer. Anyone involved needs to be with you.
Define a decision maker.
A decision maker is anyone who has an input in your decision and or your life. So like, even if you come to the meeting and say they're not,
and later on,
they are,
they're saying,
and
you're
they
saying,
weren't
I want this house because my mom said this.
Well,
that's a
or
decision
my
maker.
ex-husband, or my wife, or my so-and-so,
Yeah.
they should have been here.
They should have been here. Yep.
It's so important. Why would you go to a meeting, you know, without your main decision maker?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. If it's a contractor you want involved, you know, my dad's friend, blah, 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 bring him to the first showing. Anybody can come.
Yep. And like, by the way, the reason it's such a strong point is because deals fall apart because of it.
Yeah,
Like,
and like, once you get under
will
contract,
lose
you're in a
house
legal
because of it.
binding contract. So it's like,
Yeah.
you can't just like get cold feet and walk away.
No.
It's not a wedding, so can't do that there.
Oh, I hope you don't.
Trying to compare it to something, but you couldn't. But another thing that you can't just walk away from. So
Yeah.
Agreed.
whatever.
Yep. You
But
definitely have to make sure, you know, your head is clear. You have all
you
the
got all your
decision
people in your
makers.
corner and have them front line with you.
Yep.
Yep. Everyone needs to be on the
be
front
front line
lines.
with all your people.
You can't be making phone calls back to the general, figuring out what to do next.
Yeah,
general.
yeah.
Everyone's
Have
on
them
the
with
front
you.
line. Everyone's in the fight. So,
Yeah, so
Agreed.
close
yeah.
this out.
Thank you all for listening.
Episode 10, this is huge. We've
That's
done 10
wild.
episodes.
This is huge.
Like, we've been talking about this, we just bought the shit, and we're just rolling with it.
10
So
weeks
this is
in a row.
great. Yep.
10 weeks.
Yeah, it's wild.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Let's get it. We love you guys. We'll see you next week.